Hello everyone, welcome back to day 18 of 30 days of our AWS cloud journey. I'm Chayan and today we are going to deep diving into some of the important functions of AWS cloud where it stores all the passwords, all the secrets that is AWS Secrets Manager for you. So don't let the name scares you. Secret Manager is nothing but your digital wallet to store your password, tokens, database, credentials and other sensitive data safely and automatically. So let's discuss about why generally we need this AWS Secret Manager. What generally happens, we have some kinds of daily kinds of we have passwords. Okay, we don't want to expose this password to the world. Why? If we expose these kinds of, suppose we have database password, RDS password. If we expose this password to the any one, they can breach the data and they can expose the data. Okay, so if we put this password into our hardcore system or into the directly core system, so this gonna impact us into the future regarding the flow, regarding the things, regarding the data breach policy. So let me explain with your simple theory why we generally need a secret manager. So imagine you built some cool web page. Okay, this is your some kind of cool web page. Okay, this is your cool web page is there, and it needs to connect to the database. So you hard code the username and the password inside your code, and you push that code to the GitHub, and boom, your secrets are exposed to the world because this your code has been GitHub has been into the public repository. Okay, so anyone who is going to come, they can see you the user's name, and they can user's name, and they can also see your passwords, username and the password. So it's gonna be like the secret is gonna be exposed. So that's why we have secret manager comes into play. Instead of writing sensitive information in your code, you store it securely into AWS Secret Manager and pull it whenever your apps need it. Like it generally keeps your credentials safe. Like all kind of credentials will be safe. Okay. Generally also avoids the manual rotations. Like whenever you want to call, we just can call this particular part and work with the different services like we have RDS, okay, we have Lambda, we have EC2. So it works with different AWS services also. Now, why what kind of stores you can secrets in stores in Secret Manager? Like we have different kinds of secrets manager. You can store the data. First of all, the database username and password. Like we have some kind of admin as a username. Okay, and we can store some kinds of like what is the password of this? Like suppose password is my master. Okay, so we can store this kind of database password in it. You can even store the API keys because API keys are somewhere important. If you expose this, so anyone can hack it or anyone can breach it. That can impact us in the future. Okay, then moving towards, then we can store the SSH keys also. SSH keys can be also been stored in this particular part. Then any text-based secrets, like any text-based secrets, can you can also store in this. Suppose what generally happens if you want to store your Linux passwords. Okay, it's a Linux password, or if you want to store some kind of login password. So to remember all these particular things, there's a one big circle. We can keep cap each and everything into nothing but our AWS Secret Manager, and we can easily access it, and we can easily encrypt and decrypt that particular part. So even AWS rotates RDS credentials automatically if you want. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly deep dive into the demo part, and let's quickly check with the demo part over here. So let's quickly go to our AWS cloud and where cloud console, and let's quickly explore about the our secret manager. So you have to search for the secret manager. Okay. This has been our secret managers. You have to open the secret manager in new tab. Okay. Now, once your secret manager is getting open, so you can create this by even by the AWS CLI also. But today we are moving with the command line with the GUI part. Like we have seen about how you can configure the CLI. I will be sharing the commands to you into the description. You can just run the commands and you can just store your real-time credentials with of Python, Node.js, and Lambda anywhere or anywhere. And Now, this is the AWS Secrets Manager. It is generally used for easily rotate, manage, and retrieve secrets through their life cycles part. Okay, sometimes what's happened, the secrets get expired also. So to avoid this particular thing, they have rotations policy with where they generally rotate them. Now, what is the pricing? So here you can check they have been charging something around zero point 0.4 per secrets per month and 0.05 per thousand API cost. Like I was just talking about the APIs part to store the APIs one. And they have a 30 days free trial available also. What all the benefits, what all the features they have? As I was talking about, a rotate secrets safely, easily rotate secrets and enables user applications to retrieve the most important secrets without code deployment. Then they also have a pay as you go model, like how much you want to store the secrets, you have to pay for that kind of secrets only. Nothing extra you need to pay. They have a secure and audit secrets centrally, like you can audit and monitor secrets easily by using the AWS logins part. Okay, AWS related service, all those with service you can integrate. We have Lambda, we have RDS, AWS Code Guru. So let's quickly go and let's quickly store a secret for us. Now here you can check here they what they are saying. Choose a secret type. Do you want for your Amazon RDS? Do you want for the Amazon Document DB? Do you want for the Redshift? You want for the other databases, or you want the other secret type APIs key, authorized tokens, some kind of this particular part. So for the RDS part, you should have an RDS database should be created for you. Right now, I'm just showcasing you some kind of demo. But what you can do, you can just create an RDS for you. And after creating the RDS, you can just store your username and the password for you. Same for the document DB also. Same for the Redshifts also. Same for the other databases also. Okay, what kind of database you want. You want for the MySQL. If you so you have to provide the servers, you have to provide the database name, and what is the port number it should be running on. So what we can do, we can even install the MySQL on some kind of EC2 instances also. Okay, like we did some kind of HTTP installations. So we can quickly install the MySQL here also onto the EC2 instances. So let's do one thing. Let's quickly go with the another other type of secrets and what all those things you can explore out here. So if you want to store into a plain text, or do you want to keep such pair way? So let's I just want to store in a key value pair. So suppose my password is in admin, my username is admin, and my password is again admin only. Okay, admin. I'm just giving over here. What kind of UV encryption key we are using with the AWS Secrets Manager to store the password. Now you have to just quickly move next. What is the secret name, a descriptive name that helps you to find? So you can store anywhere. Like suppose if you want to store into the, they have just given any kind of locations. So I'm just providing with the prod slash this is something of for the engine expert or SCP engine expert. So we are just storing for the nginx. Do you want any descriptions like access to the MySQL prod database by using my data? I have some kind of description you can provide. Then do you want any resource permissions, or they can be created? Do you want any replica set? Do you want any this thing should be stored in any kind of region? No, we are just moving right now with the one region only. Now they have been providing with the automatic rotations part. So automatic rotations are generally work here as a they will be create and configure rotate secretly part. So nothing to worry about that particular things. Okay, they will be rotates your secrets. If expired, they will create a new parts also, and they will be changing it too. So what kind of rotations you want? Do you want hourly, basic, hourly, day, weeks, months on the basis? Then what kind of windows you want? Then you want rotations policies, Lambda rotations policy. So you can create a functions also from there. Now, if you don't want, you can just close it. You can just turn off those options. You can go next. And once you are here, you can just check it out all the preview part. And once you are done, you can just store the credentials and your storations gets done over here. So this is our secrets name. This is do you want a kind of rotations policies? If yes, you can just move with the rotations policies also. So what we have done, we have just gone to the secrets manager. We have just stored a secret. We have just type any kind of things, and we are just leave. This is the path where we have just done with the everything. Our rotation is off. If you check with the overview, this if you check with the Python 3, Buto 3, this is the secrets which they generally created. and all these particular things been there. Now all these things can be also configured from the CLI part. And if you want, I will be showcasing a video, small video, how you can just configure from the CLI part. Now, if I talk about some kind of real use cases of the secrets manager world, where it's been generally been used, where all these particular things are been showcases. So, you suppose you are building a microservices that connect to the RDS world. What generally happens, like suppose this is your this is your some kind of website running in the places. Okay, now here you have a lots of logins and password for your customer, so you can directly send it to the code. Otherwise this code gonna expose and it's gonna leak out the thing. So what we generally do, we generally store all the credentials, all the each and everything into a our RDS part. This is our RDS, or we can say some kind of databases. So where you are gonna store all this particular time. So instead of hard coding DB database username password, like suppose you have some kind of code, like it's a Python code, you have written this kinds of Python code is there. Instead of providing username and password over here, if this you provide, that can be there can be the breach of it. So to avoid this, we generally store this each and everything securely, and it will pull at the runtime only. So this keeps your code clean and your secret safely, and your team is generally happy. Okay, so also one more thing to add on over here, when to use this kind of secrets is, okay, we have two things, we have parameter stores, we have secret stores. So let me, okay, so when to use this, as I was just discussing about the parameter stores and the secret stores, and we have parameter stores. So what is this generally types of two kinds of storations been done? So secrets in this parameter store, there's a no secret rotations. I was just talking about the secret rotations is not there, but in the parameter, but for the secret storations is be there into the secrets manager. If I talk about the cost is paid into the secret manager and the parameter. And if I talk about use cases like credentials, tokens been generally used. So now, what generally thing is, let's learn about little bit about the secret rotations part. What exactly the secret rotations is, why generally been used? Because you got the points. What is generally be things been there? How to create the secrets, how to create all these particular things. But what is actually the secret rotation generally do for us? Okay, so let's quickly jump to the secret rotations part, and let's quickly understand our secret rotations value. So So what is generally secret rotation? So secret rotation is generally a security best practices. Okay. Secret, let me just quickly write secret rotation. What is generally the secret rotations is in the world of this particular security manager. So this is generally security best practice, I mean automatically changing or rotating your credentials like password, APIs key databases after certain period of time without you having do to it manually. What generally happens, suppose you have some kinds of passwords like admin. Okay, this is suppose your password. So it will automatically change for you. It will automatically update for you. So there will be no manual inventions will be there. Okay, no manual way to be interrupted over here. Things like you are just changing lock of your door regularly. So even if someone steals your old key, they can get it into the more part. Okay, but why the secret rotations are important? Because sometimes what generally happens, if you have stored for the one day and suppose some new person comes up and he get to know. So another day, if he tries to log in with the same credential, he will be not able to access because we have just changed the security credentials over here. So why is this generally important? First of all, it generally improves the security purposes because the databases are the important things into the world right now. Okay, you should have some kinds of a good way to reduce the risk if the security has been leaked. It also avoids the human error. Okay, suppose if someone has been leaked down, somewhere has been copy pasted, or someone has been just moved out, so you can generally avoid the error also. Okay, like automatically handles it for you. Okay, and third, that is the main thing is compliances. Compliances may plays a major part in this particular secret manager. Like generally helps to meet the security industrial security standard. Like we more to works to more towards the security purposes. Okay, so this compliance generally helps it out for the security purposes. Okay, now if I talk about how AWS Security Manager helps this particular rotations part. So AWS Security Manager generally automates the rotations using the Lambda functions. Okay, we have to create some kind of Lambda function, and from that Lambda functions, it generally automates the part. So you store RDS database password into the secret manager, suppose. Okay, and you set the rotations for the 30 days. Now AWS will automatically rotate the password securely in the secret manager and the actual RDS manager. No need to touch anything manually. You will get versioning, auditing logs, secure stages. Each and everything's been completed over here. Okay, so let's have a quick wrap up. This was all about the secret rotations. So if I talk about in simple world, imagine you are managing a cloud apps that connect to the database. Instead of hardcoding the database password into your code, we generally store into the secrets manager and enable rotations. So it will automatically change every 30 days, or if you want every weekly, every day. So this depends on our kind of period, what kind of period we want to change into the passwords should be there. So this way, even if someone can get the access of the old password, it will soon be useless for them and it will be not able to access them. So that's it for the today's session about the AWS Secret Manager. Remember, protecting your secrets, it's not optional, it's a best practice, and AWS gives you the tools to do it easily. So just try to integrate with the RDS part, like just create the RDS and store your credentials over there and directly use it into your hardcore or directly use that particular credentials into the GitHub part by storing onto the secret manager. So tomorrow will be day 19. We will be exploring more about AWS Cloud Journey. And well, till then, keep learning, keep building. If you have any queries, if you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section. Thanks for watching this video. See you soon in next video.